This video is sponsored by qashqade. Check out the link in the description below to book a demo and get 10% off your first year. Sometimes it's easy to see when someone has a hit for an idea. You can see the potential right away, and investing and backing the founder is an easy decision to make. But sometimes you have to dig for it and need to think forward to realize the value of the idea. btov is known for their backing of European startups with non-obvious industrial and digital technologies, and today we are going to take a look at some of their biggest successes and how they support founders and much more. Welcome back to Global Tech Box. This series is sponsored by qashqade, where we are looking at new and exciting venture capital firms making strides in tech, health, and much more. Nothing explains how btov works better than the story of Felix Ewald, the founder and CEO of Dimension. Dimension uses 3D printing technology and turns 3D printed raw parts into high-value products. These can go from perfect fit eyewear and shoe soles all the way to aircraft and car interiors. Sounds right? Well, Ewald's idea initially was to design 3D printed smartphone cases. Their seed investor, quite bluntly, told him it was a very basic application for 3D printing tech, but that his finish and color for the plastic was impressive and could solve a big problem in the industry. Today, Dimension is a global leader in additive manufacturing finishing systems and valued at 76 million euros. Another one of their successes is PriceHubble, a PropTech company that provides property valuation and market insights for real estate. Headquartered in Zurich, the company is supported by some first-class investors and has 60 employees across the offices in Paris, Berlin, Tokyo, and Zurich. btov has a total of 8 funds. Their investor network includes all sectors, and they enable their members to discuss investment opportunities while keeping track of their portfolio companies throughout their journey. One of their investors is Dr. Hauke Hansen, the president of Lakeside Invest and Consult, which has invested in several startups in tech and beyond. He has founded or co-founded 9 companies, and before doing this, he was responsible for Amazon's European parcel delivery and logistics network as a vice president of the EU supply chain and transportation. Among btov's most notable investments, SumUp stands out as a firm valued at 1 billion euros. The fintech allows you to make mobile payments to businesses, and giants like DHL, Staples, and Bosch use their portal for their transactions. Their funds are in fact primarily investing in Switzerland and the German-speaking regions, and I sat down with Florian Schweitzer, the co-founder and one of the partners at btov, to learn more about their focus, specifically focused on geography.
We have been focusing on DACH until 10 years ago and broadly, have broadened our scope step by step. We see ourselves as European early stage investor. We see big differences in the so-called, or in the hotspots like Berlin, Paris, London, Stockholm, Amsterdam, and Thessaloniki, for example. There's a huge difference. And if you look to UiPath, they've been founded in Romania, and it's one of the most successful SaaS companies in Europe, if not the biggest one right now and fastest growing. So the next one can come from anywhere.
They have been dabbled in health tech with Orcam, an assistive technology for people with vision impairment. They are headquartered in Israel, and they have come up with the voice-activated device that gives you visual information audibly. With Orcam, you can read text, recognize faces, and identify products. It's even helpful for those with reading difficulties like dyslexia, making this a vital tool for children and adults alike. The firm has set its sight on over 2.5 years in valuation for this year. And last year, btov completed 20 years in the game. I asked Florian about any insights he has as a VC or what challenges he has faced that he has learned from. And here's what he had to say.
There's a huge challenge every day. It's a roller coaster. And if you have invested in more than 20 companies, you hear positive and negative surprises every day, and that's life.
Mm-hmm. But can you remember like a memorable moment that you can say like, well, this is why I love my job, or this is why I keep going?
Those moments happen every day as well. Every day. We sit in the back seat, on the back seat of a car. The founders drive it, and it's such a privilege to be on that back seat. And from time to time, we can be a valuable partner to discuss certain things, especially those moments I mentioned earlier, where they might feel lonely or so. Yeah, we have gone through that ourselves. So we know what it is.
And just in case you've got a unique idea you want to pitch, I also asked Florian what are the qualifications he looks for and how you can get in touch.
I don't think that there's a good or bad qualification. I mean, we have to collaborate. The VC industry is a good prototype for for a mixture of competition and a co-petition, basically.
What would be the best way to reach out to you?
I don't know.
Find you somewhere, stalk you.
Would it be like LinkedIn or email or whatever the best way?
LinkedIn probably is not that good. Email would be better.
Email would be best.
And there you have it. btov remains committed to investing and backing entrepreneurs with teams willing to make a difference. Before we go, let's talk about our sponsor, qashqade. qashqade has developed an easy-to-use calculation engine that enables its users to perform any type of calculation in a fully automated, customized system instead of using spreadsheets. This applies for carry calculations, cash flow analysis, or other performance calculations. The software is used by investors, fund managers, and fund administrators, whereby the investors use it to check if their management fee is paid or carry received. Because it's fully automatic, it takes a lot of the trouble away from you and offers greater transparency and reduced risk to your investors. Their software has a user-friendly interface, not to mention the degree of flexibility they provide in their configurations is unique above any industry standard. I can't believe VC and fund managers are still using Excel, or even worse, pen and paper. One day, when I'll be a venture capital fund manager, this is exactly what I would use to manage my portfolio. But for now, I'm creating and producing videos. If that sounds interesting, check out the link in the description below, schedule a demo, and get 10% off in your first year. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back to take a look at another fund changing the world.